guys, hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Grace and I was tagged in the Books and Bakes book tag by the Gray Lioness. Thank you so much for the tag, Gray Lioness. So I thought before we started we could decorate Steve's web for November. So we're just going to November it up a little, all right? There. How's that? That's actually completely horrifying from this side of the camera. I don't know what it looks like over there, but like, oh my god. Woo! Are we ready? Okay, so question number 1, Cupcakes. Name a collection of short stories where you couldn't read just one. I don't really read short stories, you guys. I just don't. So I'm just gonna go with The Silmarillion by J.R.R. Tolkien. It is actually basically a collection of short stories, and in it, I think my favorite one is like The Lay of Luthien. I really love that one. And yeah, there's just a whole bunch of stories about how Middle Earth was created and formed and founded. And question number 2, Lemon Pound Cake. Name a book that is more than 400. Name a book that is more than 400 pages that was a comfort read for you. Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. Of course, it is, how long is it? It is 500 and 650-ish. It's around 650 pages, 650 page mark. Anyway, Name of the Wind, oh my god, is so beautiful, and I could read it again and again and again. The main character, his name is Koth, and he is a wizard. This magic school, and Name of the Wind, is my favorite magic school I have ever read, hands down. My favorite part was that Koth was an inventor, but he was like a wizard inventor, and he would like use magic to create like magic lamps and like all these kind of like magical things. And so he worked in like this inventor shop in this magic school and just created all these like new magical inventions. And oh my god, like it was my favorite because like I'm super creative and I just have like a crafty kind of heart, and I loved it. I loved the whole combination of like magic and creating and crafting. And question number 3, Red Velvet Cake. Name a book that you thought was gonna be one thing and then it turned out to be something else. For that, you guys, I'm gonna go with Curio. I didn't like Curio and I really thought I was gonna love Curio. So like, I was so hyped for this book. A, the cover is freaking gorgeous, okay? The font is gorgeous. She's holding this potion-y thing, all the green glowy stuff. Like, it's so gorgeous. And it was pitched as a steampunk portal fantasy. So basically, the main character's in this world and she goes into this curio cabinet and she finds this whole steampunk world by going through this curio cabinet, and it's kind of like a Narnia sort of situation. So it was kind of pitched as like Narnia, but like the main character ends up in a steampunk world instead of like a fantasy world. And like, oh my god, I was so excited because I do really love steampunk, okay? And I was so excited, and it was a cover. The cover is beautiful. This book was a great idea. Horrible execution. And the world wasn't even very well developed. Like, most of it was like this romance that wasn't even a thing. Question number 4, Chocolate Chip Cookie Dough. Name a book or a book series that you would read over and over and over again, even though you know it's bad for you. So this question is kind of tricky, actually. So I'm kind of just gonna take it in a slightly different direction, and I'm gonna go with Sandman. As soon as I finished reading Sandman, I wanted to reread it. It was just that good, it was just that deep. Some of the questions and concepts that it brought up about life and the universe and life and death and all those things were just like so interesting and so good. However, this book does have a lot of nightmarish, dark, ghoulish imagery in it. I don't think that that's particularly good for my brain because it tends to like just give me nightmares and put me on edge and just make me feel kind of weird, you know? But the whole overall like just themes of the book and just the way the story is told is so deep and so rich and so beautiful that I instantly wanted to pick it up again. Question number 5, Apple a la mode. Name a book that was great, but could have been better with a little ice cream, or could have been better with something else. For that one, I'm going to go with The Disasters by M.K. England. Okay, you guys, I did enjoy The Disasters. Actually, I enjoyed like the final third of The Disasters. The whole first 2/3 really needed some help. Personally, my opinion. I didn't enjoy the first 2/3 of it, but by the end of it, I was like, oh my gosh, I want more. I want book 2 and 3 and 4, like right now. Like, I want more of this series and more of these characters. But it took it all the way to like the very end for me to like feel like I actually wanted to keep reading. So the main characters spend the whole first like 2/3 of this book on this like other planet, and they're doing this whole heist thing to try and steal this spaceship. And that whole part like really dragged, and it was like 2/3 of this book like figuring out this heist and like figuring out how to break into this bunker and figuring out how to get to this spaceship and like figuring out how to even pick which spaceship they wanted to steal. For me, the story didn't really pick up till like after they stole the spaceship and they were away and the space battle started and all that kind of stuff started going on, and they like gelled together as a spaceship crew, and like after that it was just like beautiful and brilliant, and like the whole first 2/3 I didn't like at all. I just thought it was so boring and so dumb, and I was like, why are we spending like 4 whole chapters just scouting out spaceships? Like, oh my god, somebody do something, somebody shoot somebody already. 6. Question number 6. Gingerbread Cookies. This one is kind of like a choose your own adventure type of question. So it says, do you like your gingerbread cookies crunchy or soft? And I'm gonna go with soft. There's just something about a good soft cookie, maybe with some ice cream on top. Okay. If you like your cookies soft, then name a book that was squishy in the middle, but the beginning of the book and the end of the book were both really good. For that one, I'm going with Spinning Silver by Naomi Novik. I loved the beginning of this book and the end of this book. The middle actually took me a little bit to get into the middle. I really had to like slog through the middle of this book. Spinning Silver is kind of like a Rumpelstiltskin sort of retelling. The main character, her name is Miriam, and she can sort of turn silver into gold. She's kind of got this ability through all these different means, and it's just really creative and unique and wonderful, and she ends up attracting the attention of these like star characters that really remind me of the Fae, and they kind of kidnap her and take her into their world because they covet gold. And then she has to figure out how to get herself out of this situation. So that's kind of what this is about, and it was really beautiful. So the next question is question number 7, I believe. Are we on 7? Yes, we're on number 7. And it is also one of those like kind of choose your own adventure questions. So it's Brownies, and it says, are you a corner piece or a middle piece? I'm gonna go with the middle piece. For a middle piece, name a book. Name a book that kept you in the feels the whole time. For that one, I'm going to go with, oh god, hang on, Steve, hang on. Okay. I'm gonna go with To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandra Christo. Oh my gosh, this book. Okay, so it's about this sea witch. She's not a mermaid, she's like a siren. She is tasked by her mother to capture the heart of this particular prince. And this particular prince is also a siren hunter. And so it goes like dual perspective between like her hunting for this prince, and this prince is actually hunting for her because she is like the princess of the sirens, right? She's known to be like this bloody sea monster witch and, terror of the seas, and like he's hunting her and she's hunting him, and oh, it's so beautiful. And you want a spoiler? Okay, here's the spoiler. They fall in love. And it's just so beautiful. It's beautiful. Okay, into spoilers. But the feels the whole time. I was just there. I just want more of the story. I want a book 2. I want more of this story. It was just beautiful. It had me hooked from the beginning. Question number 8, birthday cake. Name a book series. Name an author. What? Name a book series or an author that you feel like keeps coming out with a book every year. Okay, Question number 8. Birthday cake. Name an author or series or something that keeps coming out with a book every single year. Brandon Sanderson? Brandon Sanderson. That man writes faster than I can read. Like, I have read, like, I feel like so many of his books, and I am still so far behind, and I cannot get caught up. I just cannot get caught up with Brandon Sanderson because he writes so fast. I don't know. But all my friends love Brandon Sanderson, and they all keep telling me to read more of his stuff, but I feel so overwhelmed and so behind with Brandon Sanderson at this point that I don't know. I feel like the more I try to get caught up, like the further behind I get. Question number 9, carrot cake. Name a book that sounded really healthy and seemed really healthy, but actually ended up being really unhealthy for you and put you into a reading slump. Or put you into a reading slump. Something like that. Anyway, for that one, I'm sorry guys, I'm gonna go with Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I heard so many good things about Red Rising that it was like so science fiction-y, and it was like dystopian and outer space, and I picked it up and I was kind of traumatized by the first half of this book. The whole second half of this book is really good. But there's some things that happened in the first half that just kind of ripped my heart out, and I wasn't okay with it. And I wasn't okay with my heart being ripped out of my chest that intensely. For me, it was not my book. Like, it was not my book. I don't think, I have been hesitant to pick up another dystopian book even after reading this one. But, so there's Red Rising by Pierce Brown. It's a beautiful cover. I love the cover. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous freaking cover. And I wanted to love it so bad. Like, I wanted to love it so bad. But I don't think I can. I don't think I can pick up book 2. I don't think I can. Question number 10 is tag people. Alright, so for this one, you guys, I'm going to tag a couple of my new subscribers. The Hyped Hufflepuff, you just subscribed to me, and I'm tagging you. Thank you so much for the sub, by the way. And let's see who else. Who else just subscribed? Nerd It This Way also just subscribed to my channel. She had an awesome, I think, NaNoWriMo prep video that I watched, and she came and subscribed to me. So I'm tagging you in the Books and Bakes book tag. If you would like to do it, you are tagged. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give me a thumbs up so that I feel the love. Also, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, because I want to see more of your face, and I know that you want to see more of my face, and, you know, there's that. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. You guys are so freaking beautiful, freaking awesome, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! Also, Steve loves you. Steve loves you very much from the bottom of his spidery heart. He's about to eat that scarecrow. Which didn't even start till, like, after they had... Hi, baby. How are you doing? You want to say hi to the internet? No? You don't want to say hi to the internet?